Massachusetts has a solid reputation of being politically progressive, but if its Democratic Party enjoys a large footprint, it's also big enough for differences on policy and strategy. That's part of the basis for a campaign at the upcoming Democratic State Convention by supporters of Bernie Sanders, grouped together as Our Revolution. We'd like to welcome one of their press liaisons, Andrea Burns. Thank you very much for being with us, Andrea.
You're welcome.
We're going to talk about your own role here, because you're not one of these, totally, uncultured outsiders. You're a real party person too.
Yes, I'm one of the volunteers for Our Revolution, and there's a number of us who have stepped up to take roles within the communications team. Everything is really volunteer, so there's no one who's really professional. We are all lending our various strengths to the different roles. And my background is that I've been probably a member of the Democratic Party since at least 2007, 2008. And I have gone to many conventions before. I was actually on the City Council in East Hampton for a term in 2009. And I've been an active member of my Democratic Ward committees, both in East Hampton and in the Ward 5 Democratic Committee here in Boston.
Well, talk about what this convention is, at least on the surface. It's a platform event.
It's
right?
a platform convention. So this is when we come together as Democrats and agree and vote on the state party platform. So all the different principles and the vision that we want to support as Democrats going forward. The last one we had was in 2013. So what we did is we worked from the 2013 platform and had hearings all throughout the state to really examine the different planks that were in the platform and to see where we wanted to what new things we wanted to add. Our Revolution specifically was involved in 8 different delegate trainings for people and for helping people to sort of navigate the process. Anybody new in the process, one of our first projects as Our Revolution was to recruit delegates and then train them, and then also at the same time encourage people to show up at the platform hearings in their in their city or town, and actually support various planks. It's already a very progressive document, and we're just hoping to more fully reflect a lot of the different groups that have been involved in certain kinds of social justice work, especially all kinds of different groups that are very active and very strong in Massachusetts already. We're just trying to make it even stronger.
Now, you said this platform is fairly progressive already,
Yes.
but how would you like to see it changed?
Well, we would like to see the platform really become something that is committed to. So one of the things that we feel is very important is that it's not just a platform that is going to collect dust and then in another 4 years we look at it again, but we actually want it to mean something. We want candidates to stand by it and to support the majority of what's in it, as it is a reflection of what many of the Democrats in this state believe should be part of it. So we really want people for this to really be a living document, not something that we just forget about after the platform convention and then focus on the nominating convention. We want these policies to actually take them from the paper stage to the implementation stage.
This is BNN News, and we're talking with Andrea Burns from Our Revolution. Andrea, I want to talk about how this platform is going to function, because this is the run-up to the election year next year. We're going to have people running for governor. We're going to have one U.S. Senate seat up for votes, and people in Congress. So how will this platform affect those races?
What we are trying to do is to pass an amendment that would make it so that candidates would support the majority of the platform for funding considerations by the state party. So what we would like, and this is called the platform in action, we would like candidates to support the platform. So in order for these policies to actually, like I said, be taken from the paper stage to the implementation stage, we really believe that candidates should be supporting these policies who are running as Democrats. So we want the Democratic platform to actually mean something, and we want our candidates to support it. Now, at least if it can't be all of it, the majority of it.
Now, we also could be voting next year on the millionaire's tax proposal.
Yes.
What about that? I mean, is this something the party's going to take a position on, or will there be maybe some wiggle room for people?
In the upcoming convention, our amendments we have different amendments from that, but I think that I don't know what the party itself is going to take a position on. I think in our revolution, we are most likely would be inclined to support that and to help that group get that passed.
I have to talk about the chemistry here of this group, our revolution, because
Sure.
Sometimes it seems the policy differences are small, but what was the takeaway from the last election? I mean, about why people were so loyal to Sanders, and what was important about sort of perpetuating that?
I think that Senator Sanders, he engendered a tremendous amount of loyalty because of his courage, and because so many of us truly believe that the policies that he articulated are really the future of the country and what we really need to take us into a much stronger place, for us to be stronger, healthier, more economically secure, to really help this country. I think so many of us really felt very strongly that the kinds of policies that he articulated and that he fought for were where we should be going as a country. And that was where the loyalty came. And I believe that we also felt that many of the people in this country, if you remember that recent polls have actually shown that he's one of the most popular politicians in the country. And I think that's because his message, his broad message of economic, social, and racial justice resonated so strongly with such a wide range of people. And so that was such a hopeful, visionary message for someone like me, who's always been very active in the Democratic Party. And I was planning, to be honest with you, to sit this last election out when he got involved. I said, nope, I'm not sitting this out, because this is what I believe will be good for the country. And I want us to, and I care about my country. And I believe that his vision and his policies are where we need to go.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to ask you, because I was thinking in terms of Massachusetts in 2018, but I guess ultimately this is about the whole country 2 years later.
Yes.
What would you like to see the effect of this movement then? Short of Sanders running again, I mean, what would you like to see?
Yeah, I mean, I think Senator Sanders has always said, not me, us. So I think that if you consider what's happening this weekend, I think he's putting that into practice, because he's not on the ballot, but he inspired people to get involved in the political process, and we need people more than ever, we believe, to actually counter what I'm saying is a right-wing government and what I believe are dangerous policies for the country and for the internet and for the world. So we really believe that that Senator Sanders, by getting people involved, will revitalize the American democracy, will help bring more people into the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has lost a lot of power. We've lost 900 seats nationwide, and we really need to get back to the kind of party that is fighting for the working class, for the middle class. That is the party that we've always been. We're the party of the little guy and the little gal, and so we truly believe that if we get back to that we will start to gain more seats, and we will start to gain more power. But truly, the Democratic Party needs an influx of energy and new people, and this is providing that structure.
Well, if you're looking for new people, what should the new people do if they want to find our revolution?
So our revolution, we have a website. There's 20 local chapters. There's almost 3,000 members, and different people are organizing. This is a very top-down kind of structure. People are organizing within their cities and towns. People can join. They can form their own chapter. They can join a chapter that currently exists. The website is ourrevma.org, ourrevma.org, and they can get connected there. And there's people all over the state who are involved in our revolution.
Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you very much.
From Our Revolution, Andrea Burns. And up ahead, the report from Dorchester with Bill Forey.